Let me tell y'all what grief is. Grief is hard. Grief is rough. Grief is just put a blanket over my head and call it a day. Like, excuse me, I don't want this no more. That's what grief is. It's hard when you're grieving for something that you can't have or someone that you can't see again. It's hard. It is so hard to deal with. But in the midst of us dealing with it, we got to realize that, not saying brush it under the carpet or brush it under anything. Because, grief is grief, and it's grief. It's hard, like I said. But we can't be selfish with it. We can't be selfish with the grief, because especially if you have a family member that passed away that's you're really, really close to, and then you got other siblings or other family members that was close to that person that left as well, and you're hurting, but you don't feel like they're hurting as much as you're hurting, so you dismiss yourself from them because they're not hurting the way you want them to be hurting, or they're not going through it the way that you want them to be going through. Well, let me tell you something. Everybody don't grieve the same. Everybody do not grieve the same. Everybody grieve different. And you can't be selfish with your grief and say that, I'm mad at them because they ain't grieving like how I'm grieving. No, you can't be selfish with it, because we all are hurting, and we all get those moments where we wish we could talk to that person. We all get those moments where we forget, like, oh my God, I called them today and forgot that they were gone. We get those moments. If you lived on this earth long enough, you have went through some grief, or you went through some type of loss that makes you feel like, why? You're upset. Some of you are upset with God. You're just upset because you really want this person to be here, and you feel like it's so unfair. Why aren't they here? And everybody else is. But don't be selfish. I beg of you to please get some help, and to please make the decision that, you're going to live. You're going to live. And if you got to do something to help this person's legacy come forth, do that. But don't be mad at the living. Don't be mad at the ones